Hello, I'm the Royal Funky, and welcome to a new video. Today is going to be a bit of an experiment. I mentioned in a previous video that I want to sort of change the way I'm making content, change the style of content that I'm making, and this is the first in one of these experiments. It's also a chance for me to play around with some new toys that I've got. I have a face cam, as you can see. I got that from a short film that I was making. I was using it as a prop, and I figured I may as well see what it's like having a face cam in my videos. So yeah, today we're playing Minecraft. This is a survival world that I've had for around about a year. I just hop on every now and then doing some little creative projects here or there just to de-stress, and I figured it'd be a perfect opportunity to sort of just play around with video styles that I'm making. Jesus Christ. Also, my roommates one of my roommates has just come back. I'll be able to hear them in the background. That's really awkward. I don't want them hearing me making this video. Yeah, no, my relationship with my roommates is really bizarre right now. My roommates last year, we were like proper friends. We hung out all the time. This year it's been a bit awkward. I don't know why. So yeah, this is my my little survival world. If this video does well, I'll probably make a little world tour. But just to give you the rundown, I have a little town over here. Adam, sometimes plays in this world, and he lives over there in a little hobbit hole. And Aiden's building his own little town over there as well, and he hops on the most outside of me. So yeah, my plan for this video today is I want to make a I want to make a dye farm, but as my rules for this world is simply there has to be a little bit of world building involved in it, right? And I can't just have a dye farm. I can't just have stuff. I don't really make farms outside of the usual livestock type or the crop type in this world. So yeah, the only reason why I need the dye farm is because I want more flowers. Really, it's more of a flower farm than a dye farm, but it kind of does both. So yeah. So yeah, this is the area where I plan to build the place. I plan to sort of flatten out some of this area, do a little bit of terraforming, and essentially just build a little farm out here. And then near the farm is going to be a windmill, and underneath that is going to be the actual dye farm. This is my super flat testing world, and this is my general idea for the farm. Now my idea is to put a couple of villages in here, so I'm going to fence off the entire area, put some fence gates and stuff like that so they can't get out. And just basically the whole law behind this is that obviously a couple of villages live out here. My idea is that one of them is a little scholar, and the other one is a farmer. And the two of them, they live happily together. They'll have their own little horse as well. And my idea is the farmer used to work in the town, but now lives out here with the scholar. And they bought a horse because the farmer misses being able to tend to the animals in the farm in the town. So yeah, let's get cracking on with gathering those resources then. So yeah, I started off by making a little crafting station with a little bit of storage, so I could just keep everything close to the build. From there, I went on to gather some of the resources I didn't have, such as spruce, birch and oak, as they were one of the main blocks that I'll be using throughout this entire build. I also happened to stumble across some flowers I like, so I picked them up on the way. It's quite nice, this. Anything else that I needed, including cobblestone, diorite, tuff, deep slate and some other little bits and bats I already had in storage, so I just went to grab them and brought them over to the build site. Yeah, that's all the wood I need. It's just the cobblestone, deep slate, which you can grab from the storage room. and the top as well, which can also go from storage room. So yeah, there's no more collecting of blocks I need. So now I have everything set up for building. I've got my little decoration blocks in here, I've got my stone for the base, I've got all the wood that I need, and I've got all the dirt I need for the terraforming. So yeah, let's plan out where we need this to start. I think if I dig out that, fill in this crack here, and this is the layer that we're having, I think. Some iron as well. Wow. Oh, it's quite a bit cold on here. Let's grab this. There we go. So yeah, with the terraforming done, it was time to lay out the groundworks. Now, when it came to inspirations for this build, I was mainly looking at like Victorian designs, maybe a bit of Tudor in there. I didn't really want to strive too far away from the sort of like fantasy style that I was already building in with my town. I was also thinking with block palette, I wanted to go with sort of greys for the bottom. For the second floor, I wanted like sort of like beiges or whites. And using browns and blacks for like highlights, like the beams and the like lining around the roof. This was also a good chance for me to test out a building technique I've wanted to use for a while. This technique I saw used in Cryptozoology, his hardcore series. I don't think he's the one who invented it, but that's where I saw it, and I really wanted to use it for a while. And this was my chance to use it, as a lot of my earlier builds in my town are quite small, and if I just had a build of this size just in the middle of it, I think it just wouldn't look right. So yeah, this is like a medieval sort of design method, which, funny enough, came about. I know the history of how it came about. So basically, back in the day, you only the way, I think it was like buying land or something like that. The way you bought land was you bought your square amount of land, and I think you paid taxes on like how much land you had, right? So if you wanted a bigger house, the way a lot of people got around this was they'll build the house on a smaller piece of land, so the bottom floor would be quite small, and then the second floor would jut out quite a bit, so they could have more room upstairs. And therefore have a bigger house, but because it wasn't directly connected to the land, it was a floor up, they got away with having a bigger house and being able to build bigger houses. It was very popular, especially in London, very big in London. If you ever see like old London houses from like the medieval / Tudor period to the Victorian period, that's how they're all designed, that's how they all look. I learned that in English class, actually. In I think year 6. Jesus Christ. Oh, hello there. Okay, we are back. Jesus Christ. So the creeper exploded. But also, I didn't notice my laptop also died literally just as it happened, or like just before it happened. So yeah, didn't die though. Luckily, didn't die. What have you got for me, mate? Freaking milky animals. What's this? What's this? You saw? Can I see what this? Can I fire a coral block? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, now with all the beams set in place, it was time for me to work on the base of the build. For this I am using cobblestone and tuff, and I'm trying to work on sort of texture in the build. I've been dabbling with texture for a little bit now in some of my more recent builds, but recently I feel like I've slowly striven away from sort of placing things intentionally and just trying to place things to see if it just adds texture, and I think it ends up looking a bit messy. So I'm here, you can see me trying to, place things with a little bit more care and a little bit more attention, sort of putting the darker areas in corners and near the bottom to sort of imply shadow, as well as a little bit of aging and weathering. Now with the base area done, I decided to move on to filling in the extension on the side, as that's only one story tall. I decided to inset the wall on the sides in one block so I could add a little bit more depth, and it also allowed me to add these cool little details with the stairs and the trapdoors making this little curve. And finally I added a small curved roof. I've used this roof design before, it's one of my favourites, and yeah, from there it was time to move on. It also just, it breaks it apart from that. I think I'll be leaving the band now. When? No. Why did I put... An actual moron. An actual moron. Genuinely stupid. Why did I put these here? So yeah, I'm thinking this is the main bedroom. This is going to be like the study / spare bedroom they have. And then this is going to be like the main stairway, I guess. Oh no, the stairway will have to be there, I think. Oh no, it could go sideways. And I'll make, carpet there and stuff like that. Make more sense. And then this section's going to be down there is going to be that living room, the bottom floor there. Can't wait to use more of those what are they called? The shelf blocks as furniture and stuff like that. That's gonna be fun. Well, thank you, Enderman. Very nice gift though. Ooh. I just thought I potentially have the study up here. Because this is going to be quite a high roof anyway. I'm using like a bell design, so it'll basically be another room that we won't be using. So it could be his study, and then this could still be like a spare room. Just a thought. Okay, now all that was left was to approach the roof. Now with the roof itself, I decided to outline it with some deep slate brick. This sort of shape I've used before. It's sort of like a arrow / bell shape thing. I use it quite often because it just tends to extend the height of a lot of my smaller builds, and also it just kind of looks natural and it fits in with the rest of the vibe that I'm going for with this area. When it came to the dormers, I decided to add some little dormers on the sides of each side of the roof, just to add a little bit of visual interest, but it did take me a while to figure out exactly how I wanted these to look. For a while they kind of just looked a bit weird, but eventually I got there, and after that all that was required was me to fill in the rest with some spruce wood. So yeah, that's exterior done now. So moving on from the exterior, it's time to work on that interior. So this would only really require just some basic bits of furniture, mostly made out of spruce, partly for that sort of warmer vibe, but also because it's just a resource I can get quite easily. You might have to excuse some of the footage here because I decided to shoot these on some different days, one of which I had gotten home from work and I did not want to record my face or voice, so I turned off my camera, turned off my microphone, which is a shame considering this was the same session I got like insanely lost in the middle of the woods and had to like fight my way back home. Luckily I did survive the night and I would finally be able to actually crack on with building. So yeah, starting with the ceiling, I decided to put some like slabs facing upwards, so on the floor above I could place like my own little carpet design, but I couldn't do that for the entire ceiling as otherwise it would just look a bit weird leading into the extension. From here I also built a nice cozy little chimney and I started working on some chairs. I just started to make them look a little bit like sofa-like and whatnot. From there, it was just working on the extension again, adding an oven with a little like fireplace built around it, and adding some barrels and shelves to both the extension and the main entrance. So yeah, moving on from the bottom floor, it's time to work on the second floor. Started off with just adding some slabs for the ceilings, add depth, and then I could start working on the carpet design. Now I went with magenta wool and some amethyst, as I thought the two colours were close enough and I figured they'd make a nice little pattern. However, I realised I had nowhere near enough magenta wool or amethyst, so I had to go in and collect some.
I know one of these is like it runs into one of those like thingies. It's not this one. I'm trying to remember like where it can't be this one, surely. Can't be these ones. Oh, if you're wondering why there's so much like space here, it's because I'm diorite. I need a shit ton of diorite for that for the pumpkin farm. Where the fuck is this thing? Is this it? Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, this is it. That'll be enough. And 20. I think that'll be enough. I'll also grab this stuff because I want to use this in builds at some point. Let's go. Let's leave. Let's get out of here. I need to do a proper interior for this. Magenta. Jeez. A lot of carpet. No, I forgot to make 4 blocks. Shit. Can I? No. Shit. Why did I do that? I'm actually just a fucking idiot. I'm actually just fucking brain dead. What the fuck was I thinking? Oh yeah, I'll just turn this all into carpets. Like, why would I need this many carpets? My friends post. It's good. Some good shit there. That's because I haven't made any more things. Why? I'm actually just fucking stupid. Why did I do that? I don't need more carpet. Man, this should be enough. Jesus Christ! Why do I need this many carpet? What the fuck would I need this for? Jesus Christ, I'm actually just stupid. I think I'm actually just mentally challenged. Like, it's getting beyond a joke. I can't just blame this on my fucking neurodivergency anymore. I think I'm just stupid. I mean, the extra carpet will be helpful because I can add like depth and texture to the carpets. These ones here go there, one there. Oh, let's just sleep through the night and then sort out. Yes, I'm liking that. I do like that shape so much, but not sure. Let's put a little chair in the background here. Little chair. Are you the same wandering trader from before? Last session. Are you right with me? Oh, what's this? Efficiency 2. What got? Efficiency pickaxe. What else have you got? He sells moss. For 1 emerald a piece. Really mean I can get a nice trade from the villagers that I have. Okay. How do I save you? I need a name tag. Stay here. Stay alive. Name tags to begin with. That's a higher priority right now. I need to actually be able to call him something, don't I? Can I just like... Would it be cheeky of me to just make an anvil? To be fair, I'm going to be needing new ones soon anyway. So I say we just make an anvil here, right now. Okay. Boom. Fill. No, I could just be waiting this, because they might just naturally despawn, regardless. I see him. Okay, fucking hell. This is the right guy. I'm just making sure this is the right guy. You might not be even able to name tag him, which will be sad. Yes, this is the guy. Phil. There we go. I need to keep him safe as well. Hold on. Phil, you're coming with me. Phil. Now, Phil. Go in there. You go in there. Right. I give you a little light. Cause you're just a good guy. No! I'm such a fucking moron. How did I fall in the hole? I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Well, Phil's gone. Phil's fucking dead. Wait, I hear him. Did he survive? Is he just invisible? Got it. He's alive! He's alive, let's go, Phil. Hold on. I need to save his ass though. How do I? I think he's more scared of me than the monsters now, Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. No, Phil, you little shit. Phil, there's zombies coming. Alright, there's zombies, there's no joke anymore, Phil. Alright, Phil, you're on your own. I'm gonna sleep through the night and make sure those zombies get you. God, Jesus Christ! This oh my God! How did he survive that? Running like normally then. Phil, where are you? There's a zombie here. That's not a good sign. I think a zombie might have got him. Hold on. Oh my God! Jesus Christ! He's dead, isn't he? After all that, all that effort, and the bastard's got him. Oh my god, I'm livid. I'm actually just livid now. I'm just livid. Oh my god, I had him in my grasp. I had him name tagged. I had him in a hole and everything. I nearly had my moss trade, man. Okie dokie. And this can be his study. So where do we start with the study? Yeah, it's gonna just blend in too much. Okay, I think dark oak might be better. Maybe regular oak. Let's see what regular oak looks like. Considering regular oak is like closer. Yeah, do you see the vision here? Oh, yeah, that's me. You see the vision? Something like that. Look here. Maybe put some chiseled ones in here as well. And then maybe one in the corner like this. 4. Put that there. Build his desk there. Have a little chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There. Put these on this side like this. That. And then put a chair back here. Could just do that, I guess. And then use these again like that. Does I need it? It probably does. I think that's the overuse of this block. Yeah. That's. Oh yeah. No. Oh. That doesn't look too bad. Again, a bit of an overuse of this block, but I'm liking it. I am liking it. What if I replace that actually with the spruce trapdoor we have? Potentially to replace the step. No, I can't replace this. No, I can replace it. I'm using the doors back. That. I'm liking that. It adds a little more thickness to it. Potentially make that spruce. You see the vision, right? I'm not just going crazy in there, you know? You see the vision? You see the vision? I'm seeing it. I like it. Oh, that looks nice. That having the having the setting sun there. Oh. That's screenshot worthy. Actually, that is screenshot worthy. Right there, most screenshotable frame I've ever seen. Christ. Right, how? Ow. How can one man be this incompetent? Let's grab you. Ooh, I'm gonna need more than a stack. I'm probably gonna need to go get some more spruce, I think. Let's see where this takes us though. Let's see where this takes us. If I have some left, that'd be great. So I can just start work on the awning. I need fences for the awning though, so I'm gonna have to get more spruce anyway. Okay, what are we thinking? We thinking here? I need another axe. That'll be fine though, right? I reckon that'll be fine. That. Yes. Like that. That, and then... Yeah, I'm gonna need an axe. I have iron on me, so I can probably just make an iron one now. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. Can I just place this on top? I can. Okay, good. See? It's nice, isn't it? And it has that little, like, lovely, lovely. I need windows. Do I have enough left? It might end up having to be the white stained glass window. These white stained glass windows, by the way, right? They've fucking carried me. Yeah, I've had some like clear ones because I had a bunch of clear ones left over from when I was making these as well. But like, jeez, I've used them there. I used them there. I used them down there in that build. Obviously, I used them in this because that's what I got them for. And I even used them in the bulk shot I've built recently as well. Jesus Christ, they've carried me. I think I've run out of my supply now. I think I've all but run out of my supply. Yeah, no, I have run out of my supply. How much sand do I have? How much sand do I have lying around? Don't think I have that much. As you can imagine, not really a sandy area. There's a beach over there that I don't go to because it already looks ugly. But if I start digging things up, it's gonna look even uglier. Right, and it's right in front of Adam's base. And I don't want to do that to the man. Where is the sand? I don't know. Oh, I don't need. Here we go. Jesus Christ. How much of this white stained glass have I used? Don't lie. Fucking bounce my eye. Oh, is these new babies? Yeah, I've technically seen them, but like they're like ones of the highly cow ones don't look that different to me because they've already got big heads. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh my god, I haven't seen the baby sheep yet. Can I see? What was I gonna do it? Which one was I gonna do? Was I gonna do it like one of these? I think one of these is fine. Oh, could I potentially implement this building technique that I only just started using? I don't think I'm the first person to come up with it, but it's something that I came up with when I was making my lanterns. I tried it out. I was like, oh, this actually looks kind of good. Oh, yeah, that kind of works. This. Don't know why, but that kind of works. This bird is looking beautiful as usual. But I need some resources. I'm considering building some trees instead of the water towers. I feel like they can't be like the pine trees because that's the easiest ones to build. They can't be them because they need to look like they need to blend in with the rest of it. Also, I'll need a lot of. I need a lot of leaves. I reckon I stick with the water. You know, water, the like little water tower type things. Oh, donkey. Donkey. I need to go get a saddle for that donkey. I'm gonna call the donkey Grace. What do you think?
Grace the donkey. Oh, she's actually decently fast as well. I'm gonna keep her in Aiden's stables for now. Yeah, there you go. Just want to muck in there for a while. Is Aiden's like iron golem still okay? Where the fuck's he gone? Did Aiden let him out maybe? I've let him out. I like Aiden's like base. It's got a very classic style to it. The way it's you know, limited block count, no limited block count, limited block like variation. You know, very simplistic designs. They're quite charming actually, but they still have things like they're not bad though. That's the thing. Like look at that roof, bit egregious, but like you know, they still have depth. Every now and then they have a little bit of shape to them. You know, they have all the hallmarks of a good build. They have colour. You know, they have a good start to them. They're not just one block. That constitutes to me a bad build. And there's a very much a vibe to his like building style. And even Adam's area, again, it's not as OG Minecraft vibes as Aiden's is, but it's got a unique style to it. Okay, what was I needing to do? I need to gather resources. I need to gather the resources for these water towers. I need to gather the resources for the like fence and stuff like that. So yeah, now the plan is to make sort of a like grain silo on the like left-hand side of the build. Just to sort of balance out the look of it, especially when the windmill's going to be built just off to the right. I'm thinking of using some warmer colours here with the brick, and then contrasting that with like tough and deep slate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. 23-ish. So let's say 24, because like half a block there. So 24 blocks divided by 2 is 12, right? Yeah, 2 plus 1, 4 plus 2, yeah, 12. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's grab these. Put the hell on there. Right. Now we're moving on to the windmill, and my idea for the windmill is I want to use like whites, sort of give off that vibe of like Tudor period buildings and stuff like that. I also want to contrast that white with dark colours, again playing off those sort of Tudor fantasy vibe looks, and then I'm also planning to use birch. I'm planning to use birch as the sort of wood for the windmill itself. Yes. I'm hoping that looks good. That works. Now it's the actual windmill part. I think that works. So, with the windmill done, all that was left to do was add some final details and fill out the farm. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the build. As you come in, you met by the house, a couple little side builds here. I'm really happy with how this well came out. I think it looks really cute. Little lawn chairs and stuff like that up front. Coming inside, I think it's quite cozy here. Got a little bit of storage, lovely living room. I am really happy with this fireplace. I like the kitchen. I think it's really cozy. And coming upstairs, I'm a bit iffy. I do like the carpet, but I'm not entirely sold on it. I think it's like too much, you know. I do like the bed design that I came up with, and this cupboard's really nice. And the chimney like snaking up the outside and inside of the building is quite lovely. I really like the attic area with the like little library up here. I can't wait to get the villagers in here so they can actually live and work and stuff like that. What else? Yeah. Coming around the side, we've got the little stable here for Grace, and I quite like adding what I did here with adding a little bit of extra depth to the side. I'm quite happy with this. Some of the copper on the top hasn't aged yet, but yeah, I'm quite happy. I added a ladder as well, just imply that they fill the silo from the top, you know. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I added a bunch of like flowers around to add a bit of colour as well. I'm quite happy using the brick, the little design I got here with the brick at the bottom of it. Coming around, we've got all these flowers, wheat fields and stuff like that. Just add a little bit of, you know, purpose to the build. I'm quite happy with how this like back section has come up. There's a lot of like detail here, a lot of depth, and I like the chimney design that I went with. I also really like the fences coming off the sides down here. Yeah, the windmill itself I'm really happy with. This was the main thing that I had to get right, really, considering this is where the farm was supposed to be. Underneath, actually, I have actually started making the dye farm that I initially set out to make. I'm thinking of redesigning it because it just doesn't quite work properly, you know, and it doesn't produce all that much. So I'm thinking of getting a redesign in. Also, I want to like decorate this whole lower section, but I just didn't have time really. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this build. I think it's got a really nice like fantasy vibe. There's a little bit of that Tudor inspiration in there, but not really. I don't think I've really captured it. And another big problem with the build is that it's just like it's too tall. It's just a very tall building. I also need to fill out some of this terrain around here and connect it to the actual like footpath that I have going on down here. But yeah, I think it's a little bit too tall. It was a bit lopsided, hence why I added that. But that's, in my opinion, is too big as well. Like it balances out the build, but I feel like it's too big for what it's supposed to be. Especially considering the windmill's like it's taller, but it's still like comparable in size. So yeah, I'm not entirely sold on the build, but I do like elements of it. But I think in the future, when I'm building houses, I'll keep to a smaller scale. View-wise, it looks pretty decent. I was hoping it would like add something really nice to the view, and it has added something to the view. That's another problem with the build. I need to add something behind those trapdoors because they pop out when I'm over here. And this is where I'm going to be seeing it most, so I need to add something. I think I'm adding some fences behind it, just to fill it out a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad from over here. Like, the build itself is nicely composed, and I think it works quite well with the like site I have. I think there's just a lot going on over here now. Like the beauty of the my little fishing spot down here was the fact that there was just the implication of a little path, a little bit of light over there. But now there's a lot going on. Like I wanted that just to balance out the like whole terrain. That's another reason why I built it there. But with all the like path stuff that I've added with the like stone wall, like so we can actually have a path across there, and Aiden's stone wall around his town. There's just a lot going on now. But I don't know, the build itself looks nice, especially from this angle, which is important. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching, and please consider liking and subscribing. This video is a bit of an experiment for my channel. I don't really usually make this sort of more relaxed content, but I already have ideas now on how to make this better. You know, you can already see in the clip just before this that I don't have the face cam. I think it just didn't work, considering I was recorded this over several sessions. It just kind of pulls you out of the experience. I have a couple ideas on how to just make things a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more, you know, have a little bit more flow to them. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, again, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to watch some more like film related content, I have a second channel called Hold Me Close Productions. We're actually releasing a short film. Me and the fellas over at Gnome Studios are releasing a short film called Bob's Dinner that I'll be premiering on both my channel and theirs. Not entirely sure on the date yet, we haven't decided that, but that's something to look forward to. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you later.